What was fascinating about the responses to the first edition of Shadowing Sarah. Welcome back to the second part of a series called Shadowing Sarah, where I take you through what I did through pictures on my phone. But the feedback we got was related to being kind of open and transparent in a position like this. Making it visible in this way might not be that common. So we got a lot of compliments, I think, about that. So yeah, that was nice. The first thing I'd like to talk about, so hot off the press. So once every, I think 2 weeks, we have a meeting with the faculty board and all the scientific directors. You see the very ugly table we I think the table was probably once a good idea. And in this case, we, I think, made a very important step. We agreed that we would start to include criteria around leadership in every selection and promotion procedure for our senior academic staff. And we're going to operationalize this in the next couple of months. We did want to go ahead and just start to do this right now because leadership is going to be crucial in many respects in the coming period. It's going to have huge consequences for how we look at, for instance, our professors. So that is something that I'm extremely proud of, that we managed to do that this morning. And I hope other faculties will follow and that this will be adopted university-wide. So next up is we have a very innovative Honours College track, Science, Society and Self. It's an extremely interesting interdisciplinary format, and part of that track is spent on thinking about leadership and moral dilemmas. So they invited me to come to them and spend one of their lectures with them and spend the second half of that lecture just answering their questions. But we really got like seriously difficult questions about how do we fare with demonstrations? How do we think about neutrality of a university? These are really kind of engaged, societally engaged people that want a better future for themselves and the world. And they don't take crap from leadership. And that's good. So it really was a chance to have a proper dialogue around that. Last week, I signed a set of certificates of participation of students. These are students who participated in a fantastic program. It's called the Inclusion Program. The goal is to make education accessible to refugees who do not have a residence permit. When they are waiting for the outcome of the procedure with the IND, they don't have a lot to do. So this is a program that offers 2 bachelor's courses per semester. They don't receive the ECTS credits, but they do receive the certificates that we then get to sign. I just want to say that I'm extremely glad that this exists. But in this particular instance, with government measures that are strengthening that kind of polarization behavior, I think we should do the opposite. We should try to find each other. We should try to act together in thinking about what is good for society and what a role of the university and the Faculty of Social Sciences can be in that. So the next picture that I'd like to discuss is a visit to the Institute of Education and Child Studies. Mitch van Geel, who talks about collaboration with the law faculty. I must admit that I wasn't aware of their hugely innovative transdisciplinary work. Like, this is bottom up, so it started 10 years ago. They started this collaboration with the law faculty. They mentioned this issue that you have with interdisciplinary work in which, for instance, terms mean a completely different thing in one field than in the other. So intervention means something completely different in child and education studies than it does in law. So it's really that kind of work you need to do to make this interdisciplinary work fly. But now they have recently appointed a special chair in both faculties and are, I think, a go-to now for policymakers and also for other societal actors when it comes to juvenile law. So it's really a success story. So applauding child and education studies here. Absolutely. Thank you for watching. Have a great summer and looking forward to seeing you next time after the summer for Shadowing Sarah.